and this is very close to my heart. I left for Delhi in 70s for my studies in Delhi School of Economics from a very underdeveloped place of Kalahandi. So traveling from Kalahandi to Delhi School of Economics in 70s, when most of the people from Odisha, they were not aware of the situation in Delhi. तो आमे जेतबेले जाउथिलु सेतबेले उत्कल एक्सप्रेस गोटे थिला तो कलाहांडी रु वी टू गो फ्रॉम झारसुगुड़ा वेट फॉर फ्यू आवर्स तापरे दिल्ली जाई करी मंदिर परे पहुंचुथिलु तो दिल्ली रे 100-200 जणा आमे ओडिया लोक पढुथिलु and most of them are now big names. Most of you will be knowing them now. In the 70s रे जते ओडिसा रे जाई पढुथिले but the first interaction I had in Delhi School of Economics with one Professor Raj Krishna. He was an eminent professor and he was a member of Planning Commission. In Delhi School of Economics, in a seminar, it was about underdevelopment of Odisha. And we all, coming from Odisha, so we were all participants and non-Odia people were also there. Raj Krishna gotiye katha koile. Professor Raj Krishna Kaile, solar gauge, the tribal dominated parts of Odisha is not connected with the developed part of Odisha, meaning thereby southern Odisha and western Odisha is not connected properly with coastal Odisha. Odisha's development is not possible. This he said in 1977-78. Say somewhere भी थिला आज भी कोरापुट की बा कलाहांडी when you are coming to Bhubaneswar or going to Mayurbhanj, then you are traveling through Andhra Pradesh, you are by train, then you are traveling through West Bengal sometimes Jharkhand. कलाहांडी रु वर्तमान आपण यदि भुवनेश्वर ट्रेन रे आसीबे, it takes a overnight journey by train. It comes by Vijayanagar. Sei कथाटा सबुबेले मते मने रहे जे कम्युनिकेशन जेव पर्यंत इंप्रूव होई नै तमिलनाडु रो कोयंबटूर इज द इंडस्ट्री कैपिटल and Chennai is the capital, political capital. At that time also he gave an example because he is a Tamilian basically. He gave an example. Kovai Express takes 4 hours to reach Coimbatore, which is equal distance from western Odisha to coastal Odisha. So that's why Tamil Nadu is way ahead of Odisha. This kept on ringing in my head all the time. Another thing, when I was in the United Nations, I was discussing with somebody in Vienna when I was the first United Nations fellow. Then somebody, one foreigner told me, India's development is dependent on strengthening the West. Reason तार कोइबार अर्थ है भारतर अंतर बल ना इंडिया's कमर कमजोर है आपका कमर कमजोर है का मतलब क्या है हमर जो बेल्ट अछि मिनरल बेल्ट्स और फॉरेस्ट बेल्ट इंडिया रो अछि आपण वेस्ट कोस्ट में देखि आसतु ईस्ट कोस्ट परसेंट छोट नागपुर एरिया कलाहांडी आपणकर रायगढ़ कोरापुट and all that and reaching up to Srikakulam and Ichapur and all that places. All these places are forest rich, mineral rich, all the wealth are there, but they are not developing. So it says if your west is not strengthened, कमर अगर मजबूत नहीं हुआ तो शरीर किस पे खड़ा होगा? So India's development is dependent on these places where resources are plenty. It always weighed in my mind. Now you look at the failures that we had in Odisha. Some of the big industries came with lots of promises, but they went back. Why did they go? We were not ready for accepting the industries. If they say industrial readiness of the land. In some countries, they talk about plug and start approach. Why can't we have an approach where we identify the land, the chunk of land which is industry ready, we develop infrastructure there, we develop the skill of the people, the manpower will be prepared to be absorbed in the proposed mining and industrial activities. Then only it can happen. What's happening now? We are talking about Niyamgiri, and some of you who also recollect the incident of Balco in Gandhamardhan Hills long back in the 80s and 90s, where it failed. Why did it fail? We approached the community saying that we want to start mining activities in this place. And we Odiyas particularly, we are very homesick people. We are emotionally attached to our house, home and land. Now, taking into this consideration, when you approach me saying that you will be dislocated, at the same time, the promises are not much. What do we approach the community with? We tell the community that we want to develop some infrastructure, we want to do some CSR activities in your areas, and we want to start mining. But if you look at mining as an activity, how much employment generation it does? A mine in Orissa will be absorbing directly 500 people to 5,000 people, not more. And then we talk about ancillary jobs, ancillary industries. What do we do? In the mining areas, we absorb people as chowkidars, we absorb people as drivers, we absorb people, the local areas as cleaners. Now it comes to my mind, one, if we want to start industrialization and mining in Orissa, community has to be the main player, starting from initiation of the project, preparing the agreement and implementation of the agreement. When the implementation is taking place, the community is also a decision maker. They are not only receivers. And the community persons, they should not be job seekers, they should be job providers. Motamoti kotha kohtu, jetika jagare mines hechi Odisha re, ame kon korchu, truck jo chalila, tipper jo chalila, segudako je already rich people are there. They are operating those transport services. And who's running it? The local people. There will be cleaner, driver. Why? If I come to Odisha with a promise for starting a mining industry, I should be told, can you provide trucks, tippers to these local drivers? They will be the owners. And you promise that in 5 years' time, you will be utilizing their services and the truck is his own property after 5 years. Then you do not perpetuate the poverty of a person who is living in that mining area. What are we doing now? We are employing somebody as a driver, he earns 10,000 rupees per month, he remains a perpetual laborer. If I get a truck, I am a person from that community and you give me the truck, take an agreement that I will be giving that truck for service to that mining or industry. And you take away that money, give me some part of it. After 5 years, my EMI is over. And if one driver person becomes the owner of a truck, similarly, now the biggest challenge that is happening again is, what does the mining or industry promise? It provides some employment, some lighting facilities, some hospitals, some schooling facilities. But why can't the kind of money that is coming or being generated through our revenue from mining be utilized for robust infrastructure development? Now we talk about Vedanta Hospital in Lanjigar. Okay?